This is some professional live sound card mic thing, whatever it is. It's a microphone with a soundboard. This is what you get inside the box. You get the microphone with the stand, the XLR to audio jack, interchangeable earbuds themselves, a Type-C to Apple port, headphone jack, Type-C to Type-C, and USB to Type-C, and most importantly, the soundboard, which feels pretty good for the price. Now, this microphone on the inside, you can only talk into it one direction, and that's it right here. So you gotta keep in mind, you cannot talk right here where there's wires in the back. You have to talk into this circle bit here. It doesn't really tell you which way it's facing, but if you plug in the XLR cable, the rule of thumb with it is look for the little notch here at the bottom and make sure that's facing towards you, because if not, it's not gonna sound that good. Now, I was a bit curious of why in the world this didn't just have an XLR to XLR, because there is an XLR port back here, but this XLR turns into a headphone jack. What's up with that? Plug this microphone into an XLR cable, which goes through an Elgato Wave XLR. It couldn't pick up the audio at all on this thing. Even with 45 volts of phantom power, I still didn't hear a single thing. So even though this microphone on the bottom is indeed an XLR port, I'm curious if this wire is wired up as not an XLR port, because I was able to plug this right here straight into my computer bypassing this, and it worked, which is neat and kind of curious at the same time why it does that. So with the microphone plugged in, I just plug in this converter because why not? And I put it into mic 2. Here's something funny I found out about this thing. But if you press the power button, it powers on. There's nothing connected to this thing. There is a built-in battery on this thing, and I didn't even know that it actually had one, which is neat and kind of funny at the same time I didn't know. On the back here, you do have the power on switch, a DC 5 volts, a PC port, so like this goes to your PC, a live wire, headphone jack, headset jack, mic 2, and a XLR mic, which I'm plugging this into mic 2. Port I'm going to use is the USB to Type-C. Plug it into the PC, and on the board, you can change the color by clicking the color. So I can change it from orange, red, purple, blue, and then this rainbow color. It does have a denoise function where it helps fit the audio. Clicking it will set the button to white. So whenever something's activated, it'll just be white. And also turning on the 48 volts of power here, does the same exact thing, it turns white. If I want to monitor the audio, I grab the headphone jack here and I plug in the headset. So I make sure it's on. I slide up the slider too, then I bring up output. If I want to monitor it, I increase this lever here, which now I'm able to hear it. This microphone, when you boot it up, starts off in this echo room, which I don't understand why it starts up in this.
Now this one is a female voice, but it just makes me sound like Alvin or something else.
Being a male voice, that kind of destroys my level, so it just drops my voice.
Lolly voice is more of an Alvin Chipmunk kind of thing.
Monster voice kind of just drops the level and makes it go up and down a bit.
And acoustic mode is actually my voice. This is what the microphone sounds like straight into the computer with no added audio enhancer. I can change the audio levels, but I seem to find that output in center, same with mic 2, output center, works pretty good. What do you think of the sound quality of this microphone? Because everyone has their own taste in sound. I think it sounded fine when I listened to it, but it's up to you if you decide if you like it or not. Now with the windsock, this is what it sounds like with the windsock, which is probably not very much of a change, but it could actually change it a lot for you. Thing that you have to know about this microphone is it's able to pick up sound anywhere around it, which is something you have to be mindful about. My room is acoustically treated, and that's something you gotta keep in mind for your room because it might pick up more of an echo. Now, this is me talking with background noise and everything else while I'm talking. Now, I'm turning on the denoise feature, and this is what my voice sounds like with the denoise feature on. How does it sound? Does it cut off my lows too high? Does it cut me off too soon? Or does it sound very clear? My hand is getting very, very numb. Probably should not be snapping with this hand this soon. All around, this is what the microphone sounds like. I'm straight into OBS, and if I look away and talk away here, you can kind of hear it struggles a bit with the denoise feature, to the point where you can probably not even hear me. What do you think? I've been monitoring the audio through these headphones while talking into it, while also seeing little levels bounce around on my computer. If you do get this microphone, you might want to get a microphone arm, but it's up to you what you do with this microphone. I think it's fine. You do get a cool board. You can change so many different things on this board, but I hope this review was helpful. This interface alone looks pretty cool. I didn't even know this thing had a battery in it.